Quý khán thính giả, hôm nay Mary rất là hân hạnh được tiếp chuyện với hai ông, một người đến từ Winnipeg, Manitoba, and một người đến từ Nova Scotia. Hôm nay cái chủ đề chúng ta sẽ nói về cái bảo vệ môi trường của Canada và kính chào hai ông. How are you today, sir?
Fine, Mary. Thank you.
Good. And would you like please introduce yourself to our audience?
Yes, I'm Andy Butler, CEO of Blue Diamond Technologies, and hello, Saigon.
And my name is Devon Koblik, and I'm the president of Blue Diamond Technologies Canada. And I'd like to also say hello to everybody.
So, as your company is Blue Diamond Technology, what do the company do?
We're a technology company. We've developed multiple technologies over a number of years, and they're technologies that we're implementing worldwide. They consist of addressing the environmental issues in the world, such as waste, garbage, and also tire recycling, which is the waste product, trying to get rid of tires piled everywhere in the world, and also bioenergy. We can take waste and convert it into energy. And what that does is actually displacing fossil fuel, the need for dependency on oil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Could you please talk about more about the water treatment technology?
Yeah, Blue Diamond Technologies has invented an inline system for the treatment of wastewater. What this system does is replaces expensive and inefficient old technology that exists all across the world, and especially in places where they don't even treat the wastewater. So Blue Diamond Technologies offers a system that is affordable, it's economical, and it also cleans the wastewater so it's able to go back into the environment.
Mm-hmm. And how about the vehicle tires recycling?
That's one of our newest technology we developed, but one of the most interesting, very exciting technology. The world today has a waste tire disposal problem. That's why in many places of the world you have millions of stockpiles, or a lot of stockpiles of millions of tires.
Right, everywhere.
Everywhere. California, case in point, I believe 5 years ago they had a big fire that caught on fire and they evacuated the whole city. So it's a security problem and an environmental issue too, because these tires are contaminating the water table over time. So what we've done was we developed a water technology that's patented, and it's basically uses water conversion to 3 times the speed of sound. That's how fast this water is going. And applied to the tire the right way, we're pulverizing it into a fine powder. And that powder becomes a very valuable commodity. We actually can displace virgin rubber, which is a very high-end commodity. The existing technologies today in tire recycling are very limited, and they can't produce that kind of quality from the tire. The tire becomes contaminated.
So how about the time process? Does it take long to
process a tire? No, we designed it in multiple stages. Like we can do about 3 tires a minute in one line. And then what we do is we just keep adding lines depending on how many tires we want to process. So we can build anywhere from 1 million tire processing a year to 10 million a year if we wish. Yeah.
That sounds interesting. Yeah. Could you go more deeper about the waste management?
The waste management, or waste to energy, I guess is what we call it. Basically, the technology is a thermochemical process. The old way of getting rid of waste products is to burn it. Well, that's an environmental hazard. Particulates and dioxins and furans and all that bad stuff. So what we've done was we developed a technology called gasification. And what that does is it takes things like one of the biggest problems in the world, particularly in Asia, is the garbage disposal issue. Landfills, contamination to the water table. And our energy system can take that garbage and basically eliminate the landfills and the contamination of the water table and convert it into biofuels such as ethanol, butanol, biodiesel. When we speak of Southeast Asia, the Mekong River, very important to the economy there for transportation, for the agricultural sector. We can station fuel stations of biodiesel right on along the river, and that's converted from garbage.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and where the company, the Blue Diamond Technology, operates?
We
worldwide, right?
Yeah, our parent company is in Canada, obviously, but that's what we call the IP, the intellectual property company that has all the technology and developed it. Then we have operations to execute the projects and multiple technologies we have in the different sectors of the industry. And our operations extend from here, would go to, or in the U.S., actually Vietnam, in Ho Chi Minh, and China.
So in Vietnam only at Ho Chi Minh or anywhere else?
That's correct,
in Vietnam?
because Southeast Asia, we are using Blue Diamond Asia/Vietnam because we're incorporated in Vietnam, and we call it /Asia because that's the company of our arm length of Blue Diamond operating that is going to implement all of Southeast Asia, excluding China. China is a separate entity of Blue Diamond. And interesting enough is we have an exclusive countrywide contract for tire recycling with about a $10 billion company in China on a joint venture partnership. This is how we want to implement all these technologies, is through Blue Diamond subsidiary companies, and then do joint ventures for each of the projects in each division for each of the technologies.
That's interesting. And we proud, Vietnamese, our Vietnamese is very proud, can cooperate with Blue Diamond Technology, with your company.
That's great. Yeah, we
without pressure,
Yeah, I mean, we have a great relationship with Vietnam for years and years.
Very good.
And we see a need for economic and social development in Vietnam.
How long so far? How long
we've been back and forth in Vietnam? Probably 4 years now.
4 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how about the future plan and the expansion of the Blue Diamond?
Yeah, well, our future plans, right now we're currently in construction of a tire recycling facility in China, and over the next 2 to 3 years we plan on building an additional 12 tire recycling facilities in China. With the wastewater treatment, we hope to expand into those markets worldwide, as the problem with wastewater is huge. So over the next 2 to 3 years, we plan to have installations in North America and in Southeast Asia.
And how about the Blue Diamond Technology, the business model, to expand your the technology, worldwide, in the future? So how?
Well, we have the IP, which is a Canadian company owning the intellectual property, and then we have different divisions of the company for different technologies. So, for instance, the tire recycling is its own division, and that's implemented kind of like a franchise, so to speak, similar to that. So we incorporated different countries that we're doing business, which is ultimately owned by Canadian Blue Diamond Technologies. And the reason we're doing that is to separate the technologies into the right sectors of the industry. And then each one can be self-financed, independently financed with joint venture partnerships.
Is there anything else you would like to share with our audience before we finish the conversation?
Yes, I'd like to say thank you to Little Saigon TV for inviting us here. We really appreciate it. And I'd like to reach out to our Vietnam friends and say that we'll be there soon. And we wish you a Happy New Year.
Yeah, I'd also like to thank Little Saigon TV for interviewing the both of us today, and I hope everybody has a Happy New Year.
So on the behalf of our audience, we thank you very much for your time, for being here, and we wish all the best to the company in the future.
Thanks, Mary.
Yeah,
appreciate
thank
it.
you very much.
Our pleasure.
Trước thềm năm mới, Mary Lệ Quyên xin kính chúc quý vị một năm mới an khang thịnh vượng, vui vẻ và hạnh phúc. Xin cảm ơn quý vị và hẹn gặp lại trong chương trình kỳ tới.
Ngày xuân nâng chén ta chung nơi nơi, mừng anh nông phu vui lúa thơm hơi, người thương ra lời từng, người công nhân ấm no, thoát đi đời gian lao nghèo khó. Nhạc chén đầy vơi chúc người vui. Muôn lòng sao xuyên